Have you ever wondered how a tiny, pocket-sized device can charge your phone several times a day? Power banks are like modern-day lifelines, especially when your phone battery hits 1% in the middle of nowhere. But behind their convenience lies a fascinating process of engineering, precision, and safety testing. From raw battery cells to circuit boards and sleek casings. Today we're diving into how power banks are brought to life, from their earliest components to the final product you carry every day, right here on History of Simple Things. It all begins with the battery, the beating heart of a power bank. Most manufacturers use either lithium-ion or lithium-polymer cells. Lithium-ion batteries are cheaper and cylindrical, while lithium-polymer ones are flatter, making them great for slim power banks. Factories often receive these cells in bulk, tested for capacity, stability, and voltage before anything else happens. Any battery that falls below standard is immediately rejected. After all, a faulty cell isn't just inefficient, it could be dangerous. But a power bank isn't just a battery wrapped in plastic. It's a complex mini-machine with brains, protection, and structure. The PCB, or printed circuit board, is where the intelligence lies. This tiny board contains the control chip, resistors, capacitors, voltage regulators, and the charging logic. These chips are programmed to manage charging, discharging, overheating, overvoltage, and even short circuits. In the factory, workers or robotic arms place surface mount components on the board with pinpoint accuracy. Once populated, the board goes through a reflow oven, where soldering paste melts and locks the components in place. This is essentially the brain transplant of the power bank. Without it, the battery is just raw power, uncontrolled and unusable. Now that the brain and power source are ready, the body needs to be built. The casing of a power bank, whether sleek metal or toughened plastic, is designed for aesthetics, durability, and insulation. Factories often use injection molding to shape plastic shells. Molten plastic is injected into custom molds under high pressure, cooled, and popped out in perfect uniformity. Metal casings, like aluminum, are pressed, brushed, and anodized to give them that modern, techy finish. Once the battery, PCB, and casing are all ready, it's time for final assembly. Workers on the line carefully connect the battery cells to the PCB using precise spot welding or soldering. The positioning must be perfect, not just for safety, but also for balance and heat dissipation. Connectors like USB-A, USB-C, or micro USB are installed and aligned with pre-cut casing holes for easy access, followed by the addition of cushioning, thermal pads, and insulation to guard against shocks, heat, and moisture. After a final inspection, the unit is sealed, typically with screws or ultrasonic welding, for a secure, seamless finish. No power bank leaves the factory untested. This phase is crucial. Each unit is connected to diagnostic tools that simulate real-world use, checking voltage stability, charging speed, temperature, and safety features. Models with PD, fast charging up to 18 watts, are also verified. Any unit that fails is repaired or discarded. No exceptions. Advanced models have microcontrollers that need firmware. Firmware is like the software that makes your power bank smart. It can detect what kind of device is connected, how much power to supply, and even update features if needed. Some premium brands also calibrate battery percentage indicators to be more accurate. This prevents situations where your power bank says it has 50% left, only to die in the middle of charging. Even LED displays, buttons, or touch sensors are all configured at this stage. It's the final check before it's ready to meet the world. Once performance is approved, it's time to make it brand ready. Power banks are printed with logos, battery capacity, voltage and current ratings, and certifications like CE, FCC, or RoHS, depending on the market they're sold in. The final step is packaging. Power banks are inserted into custom foam or cardboard inserts to prevent damage in transit. Boxes often include user manuals, warranty cards, and charging cables. Packaging is more than presentation. It protects against drops, moisture, and environmental damage while in storage or shipping. For international exports, boxes are often sealed with tamper-evident tape and barcodes for tracking. Modern power bank factories are also under pressure to be eco-conscious. Many now use recyclable packaging, lead-free solder, and energy-efficient machines. Dead or rejected batteries are disposed of according to strict environmental regulations or sent to recycling plants. Additionally, regulatory bodies continuously update standards for battery safety. It's a fast-evolving industry, and good manufacturers stay ahead of the curve. So the next time you charge your phone on the go, think about the journey that little brick went through. From precision-engineered circuits and sturdy shells to rigorous testing and global shipping, your power bank is a product of smart design, human care, and high-tech innovation. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.